Oh man,
Oh
we are,
man,
we
the
are
boogie,
here. The boogeyman strikes again, right?
the boogeyman.
Boogeyman strikes again. This is definitely not a victory Monday.
Nah,
Uh,
nah.
you can see the mood is definitely a little different
Oh yeah.
this episode. But before we get started, we are the Dallas Duo. I am one half of the Dallas Duo. I am D Hill. Who do I have with me, sir?
Man, that's your boy D White. Thank y'all for kicking it with us, man. 16 and counting.
16 and counting. Once again, we are definitely on the Three Man Weave YouTube channel. We want to appreciate the guys for letting us utilize the channel. Uh,
Definitely, definitely.
Make sure you like, share, and subscribe.
All
And
that good stuff.
it's no need to sugarcoat it. We lost. Let's go
Nah.
ahead and let's get right into it. And
Yep.
if we listen to anybody, I don't really care who y'all listen to other than us, but they've echoed the same thoughts. It's like, okay, we
Hmm.
should beat the Packers. The Packers is playing trash.
Right.
Packers is this, the Packers is that. They haven't looked like the Packers of themselves. Aaron Rodgers looks washed, yada yada yada. And then they said, but he's still Aaron Rodgers,
He's still Aaron Rodgers.
and he's the boogeyman. So
Right.
everybody was scared. Last week we was a little nervous, and
Hmm.
but we were still confident on the team. We thought
Right.
we thought we were going to handle business, and we didn't do that. Um, it's just it was unfortunate
Hmm.
things to go. So let's go ahead and get to the
Just
let's get to
frustrating, man.
yeah.
Just frustrating.
Let's go ahead and get to it.
Right. Like we always talk, like I said, we hate to keep saying it, but like, Jason Garrett era, what will go wrong, will
Hmm.
go wrong. You know what I'm saying? Like nobody Watson had the whole season had 8 catches, no touchdowns for like 40 yards. Of course, now when he play us, he got down Jerry Rice. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the stuff I'm talking about. Brett Favre. I mean, Aaron Rodgers couldn't score in the red zone, couldn't complete a pass in the red zone against the Lions last week. He barely had an incompletion yesterday. It's just crazy, bro. How it always seems like against the Cowboys, people decide it and get it together.
It's funny now. It's funny now, but I'm gonna tell you, bro, I was hot. I was hot last night,
Oh yeah,
and
steaming.
I was hot today a little bit too after I was listening all my my recap shows.
Right, them shows
Um,
get you hot. It put you right back in that mood again and
it,
get
it
you
put
hot again,
no,
bro.
it get you remad. I rewatched the game.
Oh yeah, I ain't gonna put myself through that, bro.
So it was just it was frustrating. And like you said, Christian Watson, like you said, he ain't
He
done
been
nothing
horrible.
all
He
year.
been horrible.
But all of us, even though he started off horrible, he started off
Dropped
with
two
two
passes.
drops. I'm like, okay, this is who he is. But the
Yep.
funny thing about it, and everybody knows that I hate Aaron Rodgers. They know I hate him.
Right.
And all week I've been telling them, I'm like, y'all sitting here, y'all giving him a pass. Oh,
Hmm.
his receivers this. I'm like, okay, cool. Blah blah blah. But what about him? He didn't
Right.
he's not showing leadership.
Exactly.
He's crying, he's whining, he's frustrated, yelling at everybody. It's always somebody else's fault. It's never his
Always.
fault. It's no accountability.
Right.
He's not playing within the offense.
Hmm.
LaFleur been trying to scheme up some things for the offense, but stick with the running game. He been checking out and been throwing passes, airing
Hmm.
passes. He hasn't been himself. Obviously, the thumb may be an issue with
Right.
some of those things, but at the end of the day, he hasn't been himself.
Hmm.
Now all of a sudden, yesterday
MVP Aaron Rodgers back.
he wanted. Instead, he didn't even play
Right.
like he wasn't really
Right.
like spectacular.
He
He
managed the game. He managed the game well.
exactly. He stayed within the offense. He
Right.
wanted when he cussed LaFleur out this time. He
Yeah.
cussed him, he cussed him out because you checked from a running play.
Right. Right.
So he was more he more on the game plan. He was more of a team player, more of a
Hmm.
team leader.
Exactly.
He stuck with Christian Watson. We've seen him. We've seen games this year. When somebody drop a pass, all right,
He ain't
cool.
going back to him.
All of a sudden that's the go-to guy.
Right.
You
Right.
know,
All of a sudden.
Sammy Watkins ain't done nothing all year, and all of a sudden he catching back shoulder, fades.
Right.
It's like, bro, it was like
Come
it was.
on, man. They
It,
they
it,
they rush. They the average 60 some yards rushing a game. Now they rush for over 200. Like, come on.
and we're gonna get to that. We're gonna get to that part, But it was just frustrating. I mean, which which part are you frustrated the most with? Because I want you to answer that, and then I'm gonna show you what the results were. I put a poll out in the
Mm-hmm.
Facebook group and said, who do they blame the most for this loss?
Man, it is so much to go around like that. Our run defense is just trash.
Mm-hmm.
Then Kellen Moore pass happy ass for some reason. Like, just stick to the game plan, running the ball and don't timely throws. He go out there throw the ball 40 times, bro. Like, I don't know. Dak has never won the game where he had to throw the ball 40 plus times. Why are we doing that? Up, then threw the ball 22 more times after we got up 14. It makes no sense to me, man.
Now, there's a reason why his record is bad when we throw the ball 40 times, and most of the
Mhm.
time we're losing.
Right.
Or we've lost the, we've blew the
We in the shootout.
we in
Right.
the shootout. So, you understand that. So you mean to tell me we winning? We winning. We got a 2-touchdown lead going into the fourth.
Two touchdown lead.
And like you said, you throw the ball 22 more times. I mean,
22 more times.
well, when you coming out, you came. I mean, you came out. You like I said, you came out past happy. Like, was that the game plan? If that was the game plan, why was that the game plan?
Right. McCarthy needed to be hit upside that. Green Bay has the worst run defense in the league, and we throwing the ball 40 plus times, bro. Like, what happened? What happened to the formula that was working so fine? Like, come on, man. It's always Kellen always get a game or two like that to make you like, what are we doing, bro? What are you like? Did you trip and fall, hit your head, walking out the tunnel? Like, come on, man.
This the game you picked?
Right.
This the game you. Now I get it. Coming off a bad week, you start off slow. You get a little rusty. The bye week jitters that most teams deal with. I'm like, okay, they're coming off the bye week. We give you that. We give you a slow start, a slow first half, and get that. But it's like once again, the game plan. I mean, I'm getting text messages during the game, and they're like, "Why we not running the ball?" And I'm like, I don't understand why we not running the ball.
Makes no sense.
If you don't have the confidence in Tony carrying the load, then like you said, Malik Davis was out there running the ball too. Like the game plan, that we've gotten success with should not have changed. We've said it multiple weeks. 30 for 30.
30 for 30, baby.
30 for 30. And on technically, if you look at the stat sheet, yeah, we had 30 runs and we had 40 passes, but you can attribute that to going into overtime.
Right.
We shouldn't have been in the overtime.
Yeah.
We shouldn't have been in the overtime. We shouldn't be saying each loss, we shouldn't be saying the same thing. Like, I get it. We didn't record after the Bucks loss because had some things going on. Couldn't make it. But the frustration that we would have had if we would have recorded then because of the loss, what would he say? Oh, this game plan is awful.
Right.
Oh, you couldn't stop the run, and the penalties.
Same as that thing. After a bye.
We gave it a pat. When we lost to the Eagles, we say, you know what? Cool. We lost to the Eagles. We know why we lost to the Eagles.
It was time for Cooper to have a bad game. It was time. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah.
we gave, like you said, we gave that away. We gave that away. Cool. But we go to this game. We are the better team.
Better team.
Top to bottom. And like
not
you
even
said,
question.
Why did we lose? Bad game plan.
Penalties.
Couldn't stop the run.
Couldn't stop the run.
It's like, come on, bro. Like insert same thing.
Bro.
When it comes to a loss, at some point you got to look in the mirror.
Got to, man. You know what yesterday looked a whole lot like, brother?
Go ahead.
San Francisco. Open around the playoffs. It looked just like. Didn't it feel like that?
It felt like it.
No.
And it had no business feeling like that because okay, boom. We start off the game. We filling each other out. We see what they're trying to do. They're trying to run the ball. They didn't really had no success with it, but they couldn't pass. Cool.
Right.
We get the lead. We get the lead. Cool. We score. We get a turnover. We get a sack fumble. We get the ball. We got the ball at the 10.
At the 10. Run the ball.
Bare minimum, you leave with 3.
Right. I mean.
So let's get to the interception. Let's get to the first interception.
It's ridiculous, man.
The first interception, you can see, when it happened, you like, who the hell was he throwing it to?
Right.
Okay, Greg Olsen, he shoots him some bail. He explained what happened in that play. They ran the wrong route. CD
Right.
talking to him on the sideline. Boom. You say, okay, all right, we can get it. When you look at it, yeah, I get it. Schultz ran the wrong route. You know, I get it. It was
Right.
too many. It was too many people in that area
It was
anyway.
too many people. Like you a veteran quarterback. You see that route not working. Just
Come
throw
on,
the bitch up in stands, man. Come
like
on, you got 3 points right there. That's what I like. I understand Schultz ain't get deep enough and take his man
mm-hmm.
away. And I guess CD didn't, run his route as crisp as he could have been, but still, bro. You've been in the 7 years. You see it's too much congestion right there. Just throw the ball in the stands and get your 3 points.
It's
Whole
get you
game would
3
have been
points,
different right there. 10-0.
right? Okay, cool. So then we get to the next. Let's get to the next interception. Every damn week, it seemed like every week since Dak came back, like he's thrown an interception in each game that he's
Right.
played. First, I'm gonna get to that point, but every time you listen to somebody, they explain the interception. They're like, oh well,
Right.
this wide receiver and this wide receiver is CD. He cutting his route off. He not running
Right.
route. He not crossing the
He
safety
ain't,
space.
he ain't crossing the safety face. Like, come on, man.
You text me. You said, why is he still running that route?
If he can't get it, why he still running?
At some point, so we sitting there and we say at some point that's on the coaching staff, right?
Right.
Stop giving him specifically this route.
That route. Stop giving him that route.
He keep cutting it short.
Right.
He keep not putting his head down. He not
Mhm.
ready to come across, not ready to take the hit. Now later on, he did that, so we know
Right.
got it. We know we got
They
it.
did. They did it again. Right. They did it again, and he ran it perfectly.
So we know he got it in him. But
Right.
I understand. So you want to trust your wide receiver. I get it. I'm not mad at that. But at some point, accountability has to be had.
Has
You know
to
what I'm
be.
saying?
Right.
But
It happened before the bye week. It shouldn't be happening again, bro. You had that game, then the bye week to get it. Like, why is it happening again?
So I sit there. So as we sit there, we blame. We can not blame, explain these interceptions. You know, at the end of the day, I'm tired of explaining these interceptions.
Right.
Dak, stop throwing interceptions.
Mm-hmm.
Can you start protecting the football?
Right.
You told us that you seen what Cooper Rush was doing during the time that you was injured.
That's what he said.
You knew how to play complementary football and cater to the defense.
That's what he said.
Turning the damn ball over is not complementary football.
Nope. Especially after your defense get you a turnover for an easy score.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm sitting here, like I said, we can keep explaining it, but like I said, I'm tired of explaining it. I'm tired of anybody else explaining it. I'm tired of them explaining the interception. Stop throwing the damn ball away.
Exactly. With people out there fighting, battling, talking about last week, because Bart Scott and everybody come out talking about that ain't top 10, and we fighting battles, and then you come out there. Like I said, it might not have been your fault, but the people see interception. They don't care about who ran the wrong route and what happened. They don't understand that. They just see you doing the interception. So now we're looking like, well, I mean,
we talk. It's said exactly. We talk about the majority of people. The majority of people see the game reaction. That's it. No,
right.
A lot of people. I'm not questioning people's football acumen.
Right.
None of that. But I'm saying a lot of people not going back and watching the film.
Nah.
Not a lot of people not rewatching the game.
Right.
I don't know if they're listening to other shows, other cowboy oriented shows or not.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But we know for a fact that after the game, that it's the reaction to how you feel. That interception, like you don't care about the explanation at this point.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So like you said, we losing. Like I said, now we fighting a losing battle.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and we tired of fighting a losing battle.
Exactly.
Like, stop turning the damn ball over.
Stop turning it over, bro. Like I said,
CD,
you've been in the league too long, bro.
CD, run your damn routes.
Come on, man. It's your third year. You number one wide receiver. Like that can't hit you. Like, and it's the same. It happened before. That's what get me. Like you should know now. Like it happened before.
Like it's happening every week with you.
Right. Like I don't understand.
But you made up for. You had an amazing game.
Right.
You had an amazing game. You actually did look like that dog, that CD that we was waiting for. You know what I'm saying? So it's like we don't want to criticize you, but you still gonna get some of this criticism.
You got to get the heat. Yeah. Like even at those 2 interceptions, we still got up 14 points. And Kellen was like, "Nah, player."
You know what's crazy? After the 2 interceptions, Dak settled down. The offense offense was moving. You know what I'm saying? He was hitting Schultz. He was hitting, he was hitting.
Right.
He kept finding CD. The offense was moving, but it was just the fact. It was just like we were just missing. Like, where is the where is the running game?
Right.
Like, we needed more runs. Now I
Mm-hmm.
understand that Tony had 22 carries. He only had 22 carries because we went into overtime.
Exactly.
You feel what I'm saying? And,
Mm-hmm.
and once again, I get it. If you don't have the confidence that he can have, that he can carry the entire load that you're
Right.
comfortable with, like you said, you had a fresh Malik Davis that could have,
Fresh.
you know what I'm saying, that could have at least took 10 to 15 carries.
And he looked good when he hit that when he was out there.
Like he looked very good. His percentage
Right.
is good. His yardage is good.
Right.
So
He had like 7 yards of pop.
so if you
PP
wanted
had like 5.
so if you wanted him to if you wanted him to do those Zeke runs,
Mm-hmm.
then he should have been doing those Zeke runs, and you should have kept the game plan going. And
There you go.
if it wasn't working, let it not work, and then you go to the pass. But
Right.
you go into a pass happy offense, and then y'all still not taking no shots.
Like I said, I can see we was hitting our head against the wall. A yard here,
Yeah,
2 yards here, 2, 3 yards of carry. The run game was working. TP had 5.5 yards of carry, and then Mike had like 6 or something, almost 7 yards. Like I don't understand, bro.
like I said, you still not taking no shots down the field. The team know you're not taking no shots down the field.
Exactly.
Nobody else is scared. They're not scared of
Teams.
nobody other than the
Mm-hmm.
CD. Like I
They're
said,
looking at CD. They're looking at CD because they know that's what we going on third down. CD or Schultz. You
It
know
was
what I'm saying?
crazy.
Like
And Gallup went down a little bit. He came
mm,
back, but like I said, he's a
he's
shell
still
of himself right now.
exactly.
And since we still matter of fact, we still staying on the offense. Tyler Smith, get it together. I understand
Mm-hmm.
you're a rookie. You're a rookie, and we're not gonna try to be so hard on you.
Right.
We knew your deficiencies when you got drafted. Was
Mm-hmm.
you was a penalty boy.
Low grabber, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I, I,
If it, from coming
I
from Tulsa and having all the penalties, I mean, you doing your thing, but
you
you got
know
to time to tighten it up.
it's definitely time to tighten it up. It's time,
Yeah,
get with Jason Peters and learn some tricks, some nuances, or something. You know what I'm saying?
right,
Connor McGovern, come on, my brother. Like, you got to get it together. That holding call was costly in overtime.
right.
Like I said, and we can get mad at the refs all we want. That was holding all day.
Yeah, he
You
was
know what I'm saying?
outside the frame. He was outside the frame, so it
You
was
like I
tic
said,
tac, but right, he was outside the frame with his hand, so
like I
they
said,
gonna call that.
it was both. It was tic tacky,
Mm-hmm.
but technically, like you said, it was still holding. So
Right.
at the end of the day, and I'm gonna go ahead and say it right now. Can we go ahead and activate James Washington's 21 day window? Can we get him on the field?
But Toba got to sit down, bro. Like this
You
nigga, he not contributing nothing this year.
you knew
And
you
we
knew
gotta
where I
get
was
James
going.
Washington.
You knew where I was going with it.
Right, because something we gotta get at least another healthy wide receiver out there, bro. Like I don't, it's crazy. When Fiocco coming back? I know his
I,
his
I,
foot.
I was just about to say, hey, where's Simi? You
Right,
know what I'm saying? Where's Simi?
he gotta be back soon.
Because at some point, like I said, Tolbert, like I said, I'm not really give up on you. Like I said,
No,
this
definitely not
organ,
good. But yeah, he
this,
just this. It's like the game is too big for him, man. He need a year in the off season to get it together, get stronger, get in that playbook, bro. Because he just how you know Pee Wee football know how not to line up off sides on offense, bro. Like
I,
uh,
I,
come on,
I was just about to say, like I said, I played at the high school level. I played wide receiver. I was told every time when you go to that line, you check at the ref. You know what I'm saying?
hmm
And on top of that, even if you don't check with the ref, you looking dead at the damn
you
ball.
looking at the ball,
Like that, come on. Like I say, I ain't got to be in the NFL college level to
right?
understand that. Like I say, that's day one.
You looking at the ball. That's
That's day.
the
That's day one. And then the explanation that he gave, you talking, I ain't trying to hear none of that.
nah.
Like I say,
Uh-uh.
what's crazy? It wasn't enough cussing out for me. You
You're
know what I'm
right.
saying? I'm from the old school adage of
hmm
coaching. That's cuss out session right there on the sideline,
Easy.
and I ain't see enough. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? And I ain't see enough of that. But the fact of the matter is, the offense, um, they had opportunities. The game plan was just not really well suited for
It's a bad game plan, man.
for the Packers.
Right.
And on top of that, I'm gonna go ahead and go back to Dak again because people know I'm a Dak supporter.
Right.
Dak is my quarterback. I support Dak. Dak is a good
hmm
quarterback. I ain't,
Definitely.
you know what I'm saying. But it's time for some criticism, bro. That game was.
hmm
You mean to tell me when the game was on the line in regulation, you couldn't move this team in the field goal range?
Bro, we got 3 yards on that last drive in regulation. 3 yards.
The person
Like,
that you want to just throw it up to was Gallup against Jair Alexander.
right.
Like every,
Gallup,
you
Gallup
know,
ain't separated from a corner all season.
and we could go get one of the top corners.
Right.
And that was another thing I didn't understand about the game plan. And all of a sudden, like Dak is a right-handed quarterback. A lot of the plays every week been on the right side.
Right.
It seemed like yesterday, all of a sudden, all the
We go,
formations is on the left side
we go to
where
the left side.
Jair at. I'm like, was the game plan was to attack him?
Protect the best corner. I don't understand that.
And like I said, once again, we understand that CD got off.
Right.
He had played a lot of his routes was in the slot. He had a lot of his moments was
Mm-hmm.
against Alexander. He had the best of them. That touchdown,
Right. Ate him up.
he gave Alexander the business. We understand that point, but it's like the other parts of the game plan. It's like what's that?
Like,
Like
who
what
y'all
was
sat
that?
down and came up with this? Like, y'all had to sit down in the room, talk about it, and you can't. And that's what you came up with.
But I do not care. I have seen lesser quarterbacks take a 2-minute drill
Thank you.
down the field and at least get in the field goal range.
No, it look like Tyler Heineke look like he do that joint every time I see him play.
You feel what I'm saying? You feel what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, bro. We got 3 yards.
But also at the end of the day, it's no fear of first off, there's no fear of our wide receivers going deep. It's no fear of the wide receivers, period. So these teams are not really playing this prevent.
Right.
They playing this straight up regular defense that they've been playing all game. And then they know you were really going short. So you trying to dig and dunk it down the field.
Yep.
So it's like you said, we shot ourselves in the foot when it came to that part. But like I said, I do not care. I understand that the plays, really wasn't well suited for, to execute properly. But I don't give a damn. Make a play.
Y'all been in this offense too long. Yeah, you should know like the back of your hand. Like y'all should all about that motherfucker. Do something. You know what I'm saying? Like this ain't gonna work. I'm
like
take
at some point. At some point, but the offense. We'll get back. If we miss something, if y'all watch it on the replay, let us know that what we missed. If we can talk about it.
Right.
Defense.
No. It's supposed to be the vaunted 85 Bear Doomsday defense. I ain't seen that in about 3 weeks. I don't know what the hell. Can't stop a nosebleed when it comes to the run. 14-point lead. Somebody need to step up, make a play, bro. Like this pass rush, I didn't see. D-Law had a really good game. Outside of that, like who's gonna step up, make a play? They had Michael playing off-ball linebacker, so he only had 9 rushes, so you can't expect him to get to the pass. Only 9 rushes in the game, so I really ain't counting him in that pass rush this game. Then Kevin Joseph finally did make a play, forced a fumble on Aaron Jones, and the ball hopped right back into his hands. That's how I knew the game was over. I was praying. I was like, yo, I would love to see Kevin Joseph make a play to end. You know what I'm saying? To end the game, he had been a bad offseason, man. A lot going on. He's a dog on special teams. He plays hard. I'd like to see him get a play out here to help his defense. Soon, maybe 2-3 plays later, forced fumble, ball hit the ground.
I mean,
Aaron Jones on the ground, it hop right back into his hands. I'm like, yep, this is it. Game over, bro. That's how I knew.
He specifically didn't have a bad game at corner. Like Sammy Watkins didn't really, light it up. He just did something, and he hasn't done nothing all year. So
that back shoulder, he had good coverage. He just ain't turn. You know what I'm saying? Just ain't turn.
He got that Cheeto syndrome.
Yeah, that Cheeto, bro.
I'm right there, my hand on the ball, but somebody all of a sudden still gonna catch it. It's like
I can't knock it down. I can't pick it off. Like, come on.
It's it's unfortunate. Deron Bland, we like everything about Deron Bland.
Right.
Once again, he's a
rookie growing pains, bro.
And like you said, we texted during the game, and what we said, they're getting an advanced course of
Aaron
Rodgers. And did he have a bad game? I'm not going to say he had a bad game. Like I said, this is a rookie. This is what is third game actually.
I think the third game starting. Yep,
third or fourth game. But what the problem was is they put their receivers
in position.
to succeed.
Yeah, thank
Like
you.
the short splits, the crossing
Mm-hmm.
routes, the pick routes,
Right.
a lot of conflict, we playing a lot of man, a lot of switching. So
Yep.
that's hard. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I get why we was playing a lot of man with the younger
Mm-hmm.
corners because it's easy. It's less thinking. Okay, cool. I got this man. Cool. But it's
Right.
like, once again, if I got this short split, boom, they crossing the route, and now what? I got this dude already running full speed, and I got to
Exactly.
run across the field, the faster receiver on the field.
A faster,
Like,
right, right.
like that's just a tough matchup. You know what I'm saying? That's just tough to cover. Period.
It's a tough ass. Yeah, definitely a
Yeah.
tough ass for
And
a rookie. Yeah.
and shout out to LaFleur, say for making that game plan, like you say. And you would think these lesser wide receivers would look like something if you're actually scheming.
Right.
I'm sorry, we talking about the defense.
Cause we don't know. I mean, yeah, we get
Yeah,
back.
I'd have went back to Kellen dad.
Go back to Kellen, bro.
Pick. Back to yourself. Back to normal. um. So this, say secondary got to figure it out, and let's say, more reps. They should be, they should get
right.
they should get it together. But I mean, it was a bad day in the office for everybody other than Trayvon Diggs.
Yeah, right. They didn't even want to throw at him.
They knew what time it was.
Right.
And do you blame him?
But you can't. You can't blame him. Cause why? I mean, why? You got a bunch of rookies out there or second year players that ain't done nothing. Makes sense to go at them, right?
We got back to I think what made us mad from the jump. I think we was already mad from the jump in the game when we seen the inactives.
Yeah.
When, first off, we still don't understand what's going on with Jabril Cox.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with Jabril Cox, bro.
We see that Anthony Barr's not playing, so we're like, okay, cool. Maybe Jabril Cox can get some reps. He can at least be active. He can at least be active.
Mm-hmm.
He's not active.
The LVE got hurt like that on the first series. We like, oh.
So what are we gonna do?
Luckily he won series because that could have been bad.
So we don't understand that. Now all of a sudden we having an issue with these outside runs with the DNs getting hooked other than D-Law.
But Ghostin is inactive. Like, I don't.
But Ghostin, like you said, Ghostin is inactive for Carlos Watkins.
Right. Ghostin is D-Law light, really. You know what I'm saying? He's like a knockoff version of D-Law.
You feel what I'm saying? So it's like that already confused me. I'm saying, okay, cool. We got a couple good games out of Carlos Watkins when he came up. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully this is his third game and we can't call him up no more.
Right.
Like I guess we got to put him on the active roster if we're gonna put him on the active roster. But at the end of the day, we got all we was gonna get out of Carlos Watkins.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not having Chauncey Ghostin inactive. One of us, a good run
defense. Right.
That made no sense.
Made no sense, bro. It made no sense.
And then it showed. Like it didn't show. Like I said, they kept hitting us with the toss outside zones, like the outside zone, and kept hooking the DN. Like I said, the Dorrance Armstrong made a play a couple times.
Right, Fowler, bro,
making some plays a couple times. But at the end of the day, D-Law should not continue to just be the only one making plays in the run.
Thank you. Yeah, like Michael said, bro. Like Michael said, a lot of hero balls trying to play in the run game, dog. I know 3 times exactly Fowler was supposed to fill in a stunt or a twist, and he trying to do his own thing and leave his gap wide open. That one Aaron Jones touchdown run where he jumped in and did the Marshawn Lynch. That was Fowler hole right there. He ain't do the stunt, ain't fill his gap, and boop to the house.
And then we sitting there, like you said, we wanted more Micah at off ball to help with the run defense.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That didn't help.
Nah.
He running. I mean, they running away from him every time.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So he got to keep playing chase, and
he's getting tackles down the field. He had like 100 tackles down the field. Felt like, bro. Like,
I mean, it's crazy. Yeah. And the sad thing about they're still getting down the field.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, come on, bro.
He hobbled on top of that. He seemed like he was gimping around a little bit.
We bring Hankins. You know what I'm saying? And we was hyped about Hankins because he's supposed to be a run defender. We didn't have a run defender, of his caliber.
Right.
The 2 games that he didn't play, we didn't gave up 200 yards plus.
Right. Exactly.
And I'm not blaming him.
Not like saying it's him, but right.
But like at some point, like something got to give, bro. Like y'all got to get it together. Like
I don't know because I'm not even cut you off. Like this roster ain't getting. This is the roster. So the answer got to be on this roster. Like, got to figure it out, bro.
Exactly. Because like I said, we lucky we wouldn't got Hankins. like I said, their answer is to bring up Carlos Watkins from practice
Right.
squad. So, like I said, ain't no more reinforcements.
Nah,
This is who it is. Like
this
I
is
said,
it.
the offense. Once again, I understand the offense gave y'all 2 turnovers. Hey, y'all got 2 turnovers. The turnover battle
Right.
was equal. The turnover battle was equal.
Mm-hmm.
So the offense gave you 28 points with a 2
Right.
touchdown lead. Like at
With a
some
two
point,
touchdown lead.
come on
With a two
defense,
touchdown lead. Come on.
come on defense.
Yeah,
And like,
fourth and 7, fourth quarter, 7 minutes left. Make a play, game over. You give up a touchdown on 4th and 7. Like that ain't on that.
you feel what I'm saying? That's on y'all.
Come on now.
And like I said, that's on everybody on the defense. Like I say, they your pride. They don't
Right.
the blueprint is out.
The blueprint is out, bro.
And my problem with the blueprint being out on both sides of the ball is if the blueprint is so well known, why can't y'all fix this?
Right.
Why are we not doing? Why are we
Ex-
not doing anything differently on
Exactly.
offense to help with the wide receivers? Like I say, once again, are we still asking for pick routes?
Why we like it's
Okay,
2022, bro. Can we get a nice little screen or
you,
something?
you know,
What happened to the running back screens and the wide receiver screen? Like this, that's too much to ask for? A pick route and a screen?
we still doing the flood concept. Like
Right.
you know,
Like what is happening here, bro?
and then we seeing like you say, we seeing teams like you say, they using what the Bucks did. They pulling guards, they running outside,
Right.
cool. And if they got a big back, yeah, they just running up the middle and still getting and just falling
Exactly.
forward.
Exactly.
Forward.
You-
This one of the first times like I like I said, once again, we watch Okoye videos and when he break
Right.
down, some things I agree with, some things I don't agree with. But this is one of the first times that I actually did see LVE just run up timid.
Right. This shy. Like
You running up, you go into the hole, and like you timid, you too damn big for this.
Dog, you a middle linebacker in NFL. If you don't get your goddamn horse collar up in there,
You are one of the biggest linebackers in the league,
right? And lay that helmet on somebody. What's wrong with you, bro? Like, come on, man.
And like I said, once again, I get it. Maybe like I said, he had an injury, neck scare. Maybe that's in the back of his mind. He got
Right.
injured during the game.
Well, he don't need to be playing football then. If that's the case.
You feel what I'm saying? You gonna be out there scared. You don't need to be out there. You scared?
Right.
Go to church.
Go to church.
Did Damone Clark play?
I ain't heard his name. I mean, like I said, this second game, no all season preseason. We get that, but I didn't hear his name one time. So we ain't taking no shots, but we just stating facts. I didn't hear his name. He couldn't have made too many plays,
Exactly. He ain't make a play. We ain't
Right.
hear him at all. And like I said,
Right.
this your second game. Like you said, once you said second game.
Oh snap! Something happened.
They scored.
Oh, must have been fumble recovery. Okay.
Oh, face mask though, bro. He still grabbing his face mask.
I don't know. Something crazy. NFC East, baby.
And you know, as we see, we still record this Monday. We watching the Monday night game.
Right.
It's like you say, like once again, back to Jamal Clark. Like I said, we understand this second game, limited practice. We asking too much for impact. So,
right.
It's too much on your plate. I get it, but you ain't eat a snack.
They ain't even snack. Like literally, he ain't get advertised or nothing like that.
You know what I'm saying?
Straight to the 4-course meal.
You know what I'm saying? You do nothing.
They do nothing.
Like I said, Micah called the team out. I don't necessarily think that he was calling out like specifically. I think he was calling out everybody. Like we need to get it together. Like
get it together.
If we want to play the way that we want to play, then we got to figure this out.
So that's why I like because we need more players like that. There's used to do that. We need players like that. Every time we get a player like that, talk about, oh, he's bad for the locker room. Like, no, bro, this is football, man. We need players like that. Keep everybody accountable, man. They know it's all love in the locker room. He just gonna be a captain. That's what he's supposed to do.
And that's real. Like I say, and that's real. And like I say, he needed I mean, he gonna have to play better too. At the end of the day, I mean, you Micah, you Superman,
right. Defensive player of the year. Make a play.
You gotta make a play. If you're gonna be playing off ball linebacker, you gotta read your keys a little bit better.
Right.
Maybe you gotta anticipate a little bit more. You gotta go hit them holes a little bit harder. You gotta come bring the wood.
Exactly.
So then we can get we can get like say, I know you want to rush the passer. You got to start the run first.
You got to start the run first. Right. Because you ain't gonna rush no passer. They gonna run the balls 100 times a game.
Yeah, man. But
They got to think of it as tackles for loss and the minimum gains as sacks just as important as getting sacks. You know what I'm saying?
exactly,
That's what they got. They need that mindset, that mentality for real.
they gotta put some value on that. But
Yeah, for sure.
you know, like I said, once y'all watch the replay, watch the playback, let us know what we missed. From offense, defense, from the game, the Packers recap. We can talk about it. We can go more in depth.
Hmm.
We can have a full discussion.
Oh
Um,
yeah,
Injury report: AB got a concussion when he got burnt.
knock this stuff out.
That's a double. That's bad, bro. Like you got how you get burnt so bad that shit get cut.
got smoked up, tripped over his own feet, and knocked his
Knock
own
yourself
stuff.
out. But um,
Dog.
it's trending towards he should be back.
Yeah,
He was at the facility today, so hopefully he'll be back because we
right.
definitely
Like
gonna
me and you
need
said, like we talked about yesterday, it was just his pride hurt. That's all it was.
pretty much, pretty much.
His pride was
Uh,
just hurt.
yeah, at first he was like, "Man, I got burnt by Christian Watson."
Yeah,
Why?
what?
Oh no,
What?
I gotta get up
Oh,
out of here.
oh no, oh no, I'm out.
Then they say, he seen everybody else get smoked. He was like, "Oh, cool, I'm good, man. I
Oh,
just
I'll be all right.
got a little headache, took a little Excedrin,
Right. I'll be all right next week.
I'm good, you know."
See
Um,
Justin Jefferson hit the field. They're like, you know what?
yeah, I'm gonna something hurt.
Something hurt.
Um, yeah, so we got like I said, Gallup. He got a little. I don't know what type of injury
I
he
don't know what
had, but
happened. Yeah, it must have been a little ankle or something, I think.
he came back. He finished the game. LV got hurt, but he came back, finished the game. Michael was hobbled, but he came back, finished the game. So injury wise, we should seem okay.
Right.
That's really not
Mm-hmm.
much of an important
The issue.
factor.
Right.
So we can just move on. And the funny thing about it, when we do these keys to victory, these previews, it's like insert last game. What we're
It's
gonna
pretty
keep
much
saying,
the same thing, right? Same thing
stop
every
the
week.
run, right? We keep saying stop the run, right?
Yep. I mean, and that'd be key to victory, right?
So we
Well,
don't really, we don't really have to get more into in depth. But how do you
right.
feel like from what you've seen from the Vikings all year? They are on they on a winning streak. What, they 8-1, 9-1,
8-1.
8-1.
Right.
But every game that they've played in that winning streak has been
Boys. Woo.
8 games, 8 points or less.
Hair on their
So
chin, boy.
so it's like either they don't give up or they just let you come back. Like
Right.
it's either or. So you just know the game is not over when you play them.
Yeah,
You know,
definitely.
we're gonna need 4 quarters of football, man.
Yeah.
Um,
Full
you
four
know,
quarters of football, bro. We haven't
uh,
had that all season yet. The defense would put 4 quarters together, and the offense won't do it.
mhm.
Against the Bears, the offense put 4 quarters, then the defense couldn't get it was crazy, bro.
So now we need to come together. Like I said, we already know that they're gonna have an emphasis on running the ball. Like I
Right.
said, they already had Dalvin Cook anyway, so that's a part of their staple.
Oh.
Justin Jefferson is on a tear.
Mm-hmm.
So it's going to have to figure out how to stop him. Like I said,
Yeah.
at the end of the day, Adam Thielen is still going to be effective.
Yep, definitely.
Osborne, he's
He's a quick guy. He got speed. Mm-hmm.
he decent.
The
You know
blame be on him.
they got Hawkinson, and all of a sudden he seems
Right.
like he got an instant chemistry with Cousins.
Right.
So
Right.
this offense is definitely going to be a test for sure.
Mm-hmm. And
So
Madison ain't no slouch when he come in
at
with
all.
Cook. You know what I'm saying? So
At all. So we know, like I said, we know they're gonna have a emphasis on running the ball. So we know we're gonna see some Madison. He gonna be fresh, running
right.
hard. This offense, like I said, is definitely a force to be reckoned with. It was gonna be
Right.
a force to be reckoned with. If we did one win, lose, or draw, it was gonna be
Mm-hmm.
Something to deal with.
Exactly.
They may feel some type of way. I'm pretty sure that they are tired of hearing about Cooper Rush beating them last year.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
In their house. So, and it's on top of that, it's the Cowboys. So I'm pretty sure that they're gonna be up for it
Oh
anyway.
yeah. They'll be up.
They defense, I ain't really that
Nah, the
sold.
defense ain't doing nothing really.
Yeah, I ain't sold on their defense. So it's
Yeah.
like
They're not spectacular. They solid group, but they ain't nothing spectacular.
I can see us doing something on this on this defense. But
Yeah.
once again, they know the game plan on how to stop us or how to attack us on both sides of the
Mm-hmm.
ball. So it's like, do I have the confidence that we know how to devise a game plan to counteract that. Like, I
I
don't
know.
know.
I know what they're gonna do. They're gonna bracket CD. They know
Mm-hmm.
that's the only legit wide receiver. They're gonna load the box. They know we
Mm-hmm.
can run. They're gonna force Dak to throw the ball to Noah Brown and Gallup. That's it. That's how they gonna. That's how they gonna cover some defense. It's gonna be the same thing every week, bro.
Every week,
It's gonna be
and
the same thing every week. That's
and
how.
you know,
That's what they're gonna do.
and the more and more of the whispers of we need OBJ,
Mm-hmm.
it's gonna keep getting louder and louder and louder. The more and more teams just keep trying to let Noah Brown and Michael Gallup beat you.
Right.
You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Right.
It's just
So next year, this gonna be a Gallup be back, be fully healthy next year. But right now, it's just not it, bro.
it's just not it, right? And I get
And
it. We knew he was going, to take time.
that's the thing with OBJ. Like, how's he? You know what I'm saying? He got the
It,
same issue. Like, come
it,
on, man. Like,
the same exact issue, and now all of
right,
a sudden that he don't want to sign to after Thanksgiving, that he needs some time to get in shape. So
right.
it's like now you need time to get in shape, and you gonna have to need time to get acclimated to the
To the
playbook. To the
offense,
playbook,
right?
you gonna need football shape is different.
Exactly.
It's like
It's a lot.
it's just too much to ask for one man. It's gonna be
Yeah.
too much pressure. You thought at first we thought he was just gonna be coming in and you just ease him into the offense. It's just
Mm-hmm.
OBJ. Yeah,
He need to be full go.
you know, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna be
No, like, and the thing get me that we chose this life, bro. Like, you had a wide receiver and a good contract, 20 million a year. That looks like a real good contract now. The number one wide receiver,
that you could have
and
restructured.
you could have restructured, and you
It,
let him, and didn't even get a good draft pick for him. At least get a second or third. You got a fifth round pick, and now look at us struggling. That,
for no reason, like you say, we put
for no
ourselves
reason.
through the struggle. We put ourselves through the struggle for no exact reason.
For no reason.
Everybody knows how we feel about the Amari situation. Like I said, there's no need for us to even go back,
Right.
piggyback. Because like I said, we made our bed,
Right. Now we in it. Jones always want to be the smartest people in the room. That's a daggone shame, bro. They
and
do it to themselves every time.
that's the problem. And like you say, now we dealing with, like I say, I don't understand what you know. Like I said, go ahead and see what we got in James Washington. Like,
I mean, can't be no worse.
and like you said, we need to figure out where Simi at.
Right.
Like, we need to figure out some of these things.
He's just as fast as Christian Watson.
And that's all I'm saying. Like the same,
Same size.
some of the things that we seen that they did with him, we should be doing with Simi.
Thank you.
We got
Turpin need to be touching the ball.
we got Turpin. Like I said, we ain't seen a touch pass yet.
I don't understand.
It's like how many episodes have we got to keep saying that we need
I don't. But Kellen, bro, I swear, man. For him to be that smart, boy, he done.
For him to be that smart, I had to repeat. I had to repeat it for you. I had to slow it down to repeat it.
It's crazy.
So they can hit at you. It's frustrating because okay, boom. Last week, the 3 tight end formation with the 2 routes, the special new formation that we seen.
Right.
What was that?
It worked. It worked. So that's why you ain't seen it again. If it working, we ain't pulling that back out.
Hey, look, remember when I asked about the Noah Brown motion run?
Right. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It's laughable. Like you said, if it worked,
you ain't gonna see it no more.
We ain't gonna see it no more.
Right.
And that's the sad thing about it. Like that's the sad thing about it. Because we sitting there when Tobin got in the game, it was a bona fide run anyway.
Right.
Why the hell was he? Why?
Why he that far? Like he been playing football all his life, bro. How is he that far off? I was understanding.
When we know the only reason Noah Brown been on the team this long because he can block.
Because he can block.
So we gonna have any wide receiver out there just gonna block.
Why is it not know? The one that there's a dog that's gonna get it done. I mean, bro. It's comical at some points, bro.
It's so frustrating. So frustrating. And like I said, that the hate and disdain that I got for the Packers and Aaron Rodgers makes it 10 times worse that we come out there and
make it worse.
I don't care. I guarantee the Packers won't look like they look against us next week.
They're gonna lose next week, guaranteed.
I guarantee they look. I guarantee they look the same. They look like they've been looking.
Guarantee they lose next week.
And now all of a sudden it's like, why we couldn't get that
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's frustrating. Let's get
Guaranteed.
let's get to the score prediction for.
Mm-hmm. This is the thing right here. Everybody, if you've been a Cowboy fan for long enough, you already know.
Mm-hmm.
Every season we're gonna lose a game like this past week that we ain't supposed to lose,
Mm-hmm.
and we always gonna win a game that nobody gave us a shot. Like we like come out of nowhere and now we looking like Super Bowl team. We gonna beat the Vikings this week, guaranteed. Watch. This is the game of the season that the one game of the season that we win that nobody expected us to win. It happens every year,
Oh, he
guaranteed.
fumbled. Oh, he fumbled.
You must be ahead of me. The Eagles fumble.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wow, yeah, they about to snap the ball now. But yeah, that's exactly what's gonna happen. You know how every season, bro,
Yeah,
we always end up winning the game that nobody thinks about. That's crazy. Oh, he
yeah.
fumbled after the catch. Oh wow.
You absolutely right. It's always that one game a year
Hmm.
all of a sudden that we ain't had no business winning. And I'm trying to think of the rest of the schedule. Do we have another game like that on the schedule?
I'm trying to think now because we got. I ain't say it's easy, but we got to kind of after the Vikings game, it kind of lightens up a little bit. We got like out of conference, we got like the Titans. That's gonna be a
Yeah,
pretty good game.
Titan, Texans,
Texas,
Jaguars,
yeah, yeah. And the rest is conference, so ain't nothing really too
Giant. Yeah. So this if for that theory, this is
right,
the game.
right. And on the real, we do play the Vikings. I mean, we play the Vikings good every time we play them. So I mean,
Yeah. At that point, I'm sitting there now. Now I'm looking at it from a Viking standpoint. It's like at some point, my pride got to kick in, right?
right, right. Like, oh, we the Vikings boogeyman. You know what I'm saying? Like, are they talking to us over
Yeah.
there at Viking Land? But like, dog, here they come again. They always end up getting us. Like,
Yeah, so it could be I'm just so nervous. Like it's one of these times I want to be wrong, and and I think we're gonna have another heartbreaking loss.
think so. I
I
mean,
think we're
that
gonna
yeah, I definitely can see that for sure.
I think we're gonna have a heartbreaking loss, and I think we're gonna go. I think it's gonna be like late field
Hmm.
goal.
Right.
I'm going 31-30 Vikings.
Okay. I was going late field goal too, but I was going late field goal in our favor. So I was gonna go 27-24 Cowboys.
Mm, okay.
Late it was 24-24. Then Dak finally gets a nice little drive, gets to the field goal range.
When the last time we had one of those?
Overtime.
No, no. I mean that one was it the Atlanta game? The
Oh, yeah,
watermelon kick.
the watermelon. Yeah.
That was his last game when it comeback win.
Huh. That's a good question. I have to look at that. That's one that stands out, but
You know what? No, we had
mm.
his game. We had the game winner against the Patriots when he
Oh,
got hurt.
Patriots overtime. Yep, Patriots. That's it.
All
Yep.
right, all right,
Yeah,
okay,
yeah, Patriots last year.
okay, all right. So okay, we at least okay. That one okay,
Yeah,
okay. So
yeah, I forgot about that. Yep, Patriots. All the games start to run together. You gotta think.
yeah, so he due for another one.
Yeah,
He do
definitely.
he due for another one.
Yeah. So you got 30-31, and I got 27-24. We both got late kicks.
I just got that bad feeling. Like I said, they went out there and they beat Buffalo. You know, they never gave up. You know,
Right,
they was going at it. And Buffalo's is a lot of people teams. You know, Super Bowl pick. You know, one of mine. But
right,
they went out there. They never gave up. Like they took it to them. And like I said, all their games, like it's in this winning streak ever since they lost to the Eagles, been 8 points or less.
right,
Like I said, so either they've been in the game and they let the team come back, or they've been
hmm,
down and they came back. So like I said, at the end of the day, they ain't gonna stop playing.
right.
You know,
I just,
and what
I just feel like they do though. You know what I'm saying? For one of those games to swing the other way, like you can only win these close games, but so many. You know what I'm saying? Sooner or later, luck gonna drop. I feel like
obviously,
it's time. Right, right,
obviously, I want you to be right. It's my,
right.
you know, what I'm saying? I definitely don't want to be right on this one because, like I said,
Yeah,
it was
yeah.
bad, bro. It was bad in my house Sunday, bro. Like like it was bad for my family because
Daddy tripping again, y'all. Cowboys low.
for all these years they've never really watched the game with me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I've been on the road when it's
Hmm.
time to watch the game. Or yeah, I've been on the road.
Right.
Or we had a Monday night or a Thursday night game and they've been asleep.
Right.
So this was really what other than Thanksgiving. You know,
Right, exactly. Yeah, Thanksgiving. Yeah,
this is one of those games that they was the first time that everybody was downstairs. They want to watch the game with me,
right.
and I'm cool. And normally, I like watching the game by myself.
Yeah, so you can do what you gotta do, say what you gotta say, move
You know what I'm
around when you
saying?
gotta move. Right. Because
And,
kids need, daddy, can I get this? Daddy, let me help me do that. You know what I'm saying?
and exactly, that's exactly what she started doing. And I'm
Right.
like, I don't want to I don't want to react,
Right.
off of frustration of what the game going on. But
Exactly.
it's like
Exactly.
so I had to go silent mode, bro. I'm like, oh man, it was bad in the house. So it's like,
Right.
you know, I don't even know if they want me to watch the game with them next week. You know what I'm saying? So you know what I'm saying? My pops texted me. He was getting on my nerves. I couldn't even talk to him that night.
Right.
I had to wait till the day. I'm like, bro, I don't want to lash out. Like,
Right. Right.
and
Like
then
I'm frustrated. I'm frustrated.
then the Facebook group, they ready to troll on me
No,
and
they
all that.
can't wait. No, they wait. They would go 4 or 5 weeks without saying nothing. Waiting for a Cowboy loss. Like,
And
you don't like. It's crazy to me.
so I don't. So like I said, I go ghost. I don't really do because I don't want to react. Like it's like I don't want to snap. I don't want So I'm like, so I just go ghost. I'm like, okay,
Right.
let me get away from this because y'all asking for a reaction.
Right.
You know what
You
I'm
just want to get cussed. That's all it is.
and then, like I say, sometimes I give you what you asked for.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
You
But
keep asking. You ask, you shall receive.
you keep poking the bear now.
Right.
But I'm getting better with how I react to some of these things, or how if I'm frustrated, how I don't
Right.
respond to some certain things. But I'm telling you, that loss had me pissed, bro.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
anybody,
It's the Aaron Rodgers, bro.
it damn near we could have lost to anybody outside of the
Right.
division.
Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, that's a tough one. But next week, hopefully, we'll have a victory Monday to talk
Right.
about.
Have some good talk about it.
It's definitely gonna be a tough one.
Just hope we get that prime time Kurt.
Yeah, we definitely need that.
That's what we need.
Tell how we definitely not gonna record after Thanksgiving. Just let
Right.
y'all
Yeah,
know right now.
Thanksgiving. Yeah.
So y'all just be on the lookout for the Monday. So like I said, we can recap the Thanksgiving game and preview the next game.
Right.
And we will go from there. But like I said, don't expect us to.
Oh no, we'll be full, drunk, and all that.
And all that. You know what I'm saying? We love
And
you.
all that.
We love y'all to death. But we just like y'all, we regular people, baby.
Right.
So,
Yes, sir. Yes,
so,
sir.
so be with the family. So next Monday, y'all can holler at us. Like I said, hopefully it's a victory Monday.
There you go. We need to bring that back.
And keep it going. So like I said, in the comments, let us know what we missed.
Mm-hmm.
Or like I said, if you're in the Facebook group, hit us up. You know us personally, text us. We talk. Like I said, we here. We like I said, we are community. We we open for discussion. Like I said, we may not be always right. We may have missed something.
Exactly. Right. Right.
Open our eyes and like so make we can see something.
It happens for sure.
So like you said, we all one happy family, one Cowboy family. How about the Cowboys? That's how we're gonna do.
That's right. Definitely. Definitely. Before we get out of here, I want to say prayers up to everybody in Charlottesville and the UVA Nation, man. I mean, that there's some senseless act of violence, bro. It's crazy. We'll never understand it, man. It's tough. That's a tough situation. So, thoughts and prayers out to everybody that's dealing with that for sure.
Like our guy Jeff Kavanaugh say, you never know anybody's going through. Be nice to everyone.
That's right.
And like you said, it's one of those things that, like you said, I thought it was just a saying, but like when you hear stuff like this goes on, I'm heard it was a bullying incident.
Right.
You never really know how people are gonna react, man.
Exactly.
So, and obviously, this is one of those things that is a negative reaction.
Right.
Like I said, prayers and condolences to everybody involved. Definitely, it was a sad incident.
Yeah, it's tough, man. The young brothers like that. Everybody, I mean, just all the families, bro. Just never be the same for anybody. That's crazy, bro.
It's definitely a traumatizing act. For all parties, like you said, all parties involved.
Right.
So, like you said, our condolences and prayers out for everybody involved. And sorry about all that.
It's tough, man. It's tough.
We are the Dallas duo.
Yeah.
I am D Hill. That's D White. This is episode 16.
Definitely.
See y'all next week.
I appreciate y'all rocking with us, man. Y'all be good.
Yes, sir.